Today we're going to talk about my experience with the Next Level Racing customer support, which turned out to be a very positive one, and as a bonus there will be a small rant about Finnish customs at the end of this video. But let's focus on the customer support experience, and to be honest, a positive experience was something that I wasn't really expecting, because usually, at least according to my experience, the bigger the company, the poorer the customer support experience tends to be, at least in a way that it usually takes a long time to get answers and whatnot. And to be completely fair, Next Level Racing is not that big of a company. According to a quick Google search, I actually thought that it would be a bigger company. So how did it go then? First, I filled a form in their website where I stated that my GTTrack is broken. Unfortunately, I cannot say how long it took for them to respond, since I wasn't expecting a response for the next few days, but they did reply within hours. So first, they asked where I had purchased my GTTrack, they asked for a receipt, they asked for a photos or video of what was broken, and also for my shipping address as well. It took me about 30 minutes to respond to them with the required information, and this is the video I sent them. Again, I settled into waiting for a few days to get a reply, and to be honest, I was expecting them to ask for more proof or provide some sort of an excuse why it is not included in the warranty or whatever. I certainly wasn't expecting a, let's say, a positive response from my point of view. So imagine my surprise when I got the answer in 7 minutes stating that it was all they needed and a request had been made for a replacement parts. I honestly couldn't believe my eyes. Not only did I get an extremely fast reply, but also a confirmation that they will send me the parts I need to fix my rig. To say I was happy, that would be an understatement. 22 minutes later though, I got another email. This time they asked me to send a shorter clip of the video I sent them before, because they were not able to open it in the factory. Then 2 days later I was contacted again, this time with a tracking code along with a waiver for the customs, so I wouldn't have any taxes for the replacement parts that have been sent to me. This was the 27th of September. The replacement parts, which turned out to be a new seat base without the backrest and the mechanism that moves the backrest, like unlocks this functionality, whatever it's called, I don't know. They came the 3rd of October, and on 4th of October I contacted them again. And I also included a video. Actually 2 videos, but I'll get into that later. You see, the new seat base I got was not compatible with the slider mechanism that I had, which does this functionality, moves the seat back and forth. The new seat base was a slightly different shape, which prevented the unlocking of the sliding mechanism, and the mounting holes did not align. And this is the video I sent them. Again, 23 minutes later, I got a reply that they will investigate this issue and how it can be fixed. Now, this is the part where things fall apart ever so slightly, because this time I had to send a follow-up email since I heard nothing from them during the next 5 days. To be honest, that is a very short time in my opinion, and in, let's say, a normal situation where one does not get an instant reply every time, I wouldn't have contacted them this early. About 12 hours later, I got a reply to my follow-up email that they are still waiting for a solution from their R&D department. I waited a bit more, and after 4 days I got a new email which said that they are going to provide me a new seat base, back, and the H-frame with rails, which should fix my problem. And now that I read this email again, I noticed that they promised the back, which I did not actually get. And the reason why they promised a new back is probably because I had problems taking out the old locking mechanism without breaking the fabric. The zipper had been stapled shut instead of being a functional zipper. Now, let's be clear, I don't really care about not getting the promised backrest, because I can staple the zipper shut again, and because I had such a pleasant customer support experience otherwise. But let's get back to my story. I got the tracking code for the parts less than 4 hours later, and 3 days later I got the parts and I was able to fix my rig. So all in all, I am very happy, and just because of the experience I had, I will most definitely consider Next Level Racing, as I'm going to replace my rig in the future eventually, even though the products they offer can be more expensive than some others. But if this is what their customer support looks like, I'm willing to pay the premium for that. So that was my experience. Have you had any experience dealing with the Next Level Racing customer support? If so, what was it like? Please let me know in the comments for the rant I promised regarding Finnish customs. So, when the first package arrived to Finland, I had to declare it. Luckily, there was the possibility to declare it as a warranty replacement thingy, and I even included the waiver that was provided by Next Level Racing. A few minutes later or an hour later, I don't really remember, I got an email stating that my declaration was declined based on that, since I did not send anything to the manufacturer like I said in my declaration. So it cannot be something that was fixed under warranty. I'm pretty sure when I read that email, even the neighbors could hear my confusion. Immediately I called the customs and asked what the fudge this was. The lady that answered the phone told me basically the same thing that I read from the email, that it cannot be something that is fixed under warranty if I did not send anything. I tried to explain that I was not asked to send anything back and it was bought from a store in Finland, and I even presented a hypothetical example that what if I actually took the broken parts to the store I bought it from and now I'm just getting the replacement parts from the manufacturer. But the customs lady was firm and very frustrated at me and told me that according to Finnish law, this is how it works. It can't be declared as fixed under warranty if I did not send anything to somewhere, and I have to declare it as purchased goods, and I also have to pay the VAT or value added tax for it based on the value defined by the sender. Luckily, the first package was valued only as €5, so I had to pay something like €1.20 or something. Unfortunately though, the second package was valued as €50, so I had to pay a bit over €12. And because I'm an honest citizen, I did declare it as it was valued, even though I lied that it was purchased goods. But yeah, that was great experience. Big thumbs up for Next Level Racing and 2 thumbs down for Finnish customs. No more talking, follow me.
Finns in Simland.